I need to say this on the back of the All-Australian Triple M team just been announced, and online, triplem.com.au. Already the text coming in.
A lot of feedback.
One of our all-time favourites, Luke Ball. Quality lineup, I'll grant that, but did I sneak into the squad of 40?
Well, there's a reason he didn't. You can't have a captain of one of Australia's most prestigious schools making that rat back.
Way too well educated and eloquent to be in that team.
And feedback is always the best idea, whether you got the team right or wrong. And I'd say overwhelmingly there's been a push for Jake the Snake Melsham.
Yep. Unlucky. The controversy around his club shrouded his entry.
Because we were worried of an infraction.
That's it.
The straight backer.
Well,
I pushed up for him.
You did push up for him, Warrior, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's got that nerdy
He loves
look about
Triple M footy too.
He does, but really, someone said Pill Otten. Now,
there would be the ruck coach.
Pill's been
coach for sure.
Yeah, been retired for 3 years.
There's another unlucky one because he came good in a real sense. It's Jared Grant, Spindle.
Yep.
Very unlucky, guess.
Frankston Bogan.
Yep.
He
came good.
But he's having a contractual dispute. We don't like that about our team.
No, you need to be settled.
And the captaincy debate's hotted up. Really hotted up. It's all about their forward line of Tiprat, Ruff and Push Up. With some support coming for Hair Hat Hale.
Yeah, Haley.
I would have thought Ruff. Come on.
Dennis gets my vote. A lot of Dockers supporters are unhappy that they're not represented.
Yeah. Well, mainly because we don't see him, Gary.
We have one only, really, at the Dockers, and that's
the Mazung.
And we thought about him. But we don't.
See
we also like to have some interaction with these blokes.
Port Adelaide a bit the same. We just very rarely see Port Adelaide. Head got there on the back of previous years. Unfeasibly large head on a man.
Let's run through the team if you're just listening for the first time. The rug wearer, Sauce Merritt, Shagan Blake. Bearded Melcho, whose mum makes a good coffee. Goose Maguire and the Sack.
That's it.
Bernard, Danger and Dennis. What is that for a centre line? You go to war with that centre line, Warrior, wouldn't you?
And the nightclubs with the first name there.
Say it again, Gus.
Bernard, Danger, Dennis.
Bernard's on his way back to Melbourne for the 10 days of the Grand Final Carnival.
It's like the great...
he's a wrecking ball.
What's he going to do?
Centre line of Richmond...
better than that. Better than Burke, Barrett, Clay. Yeah, better. Jeffy, Bud, Stevie J. Stevie was out. We all were a bit too scared to leave him out, so we put him back in. And this is the one. Tiprat, Ruff, Push Up. Hair Hat in the ruck. Daniel Rich Flavour.
That's it.
And Chap.
Chap.
A Texan, Porpoise with that coccyx injury.
That's it.
And my mate Sloan and Jimmy Possum.
The
runner is Head. The footy trip organiser is Campbell Brown Dog. The NAB Rising Star winner in, where is that? With 18 votes, Jimmy the Tumpus. 12 votes to Sam Willie Mays Hayes. 11 to Take a Look at Me, I'm Terry Malera.
That's it.
8 to Rory Brucey Laird. 9 to Nick Shudo Echo Graham. And 2 to Dane the Ramp Rampy. So there it is. That's the awards for Triple M. What a very big honour it is.
Hit like Mays, run like Hayes. You may run like Hayes, but you hit for shit.
There were a couple, just others that people wanted to know about. I said I'd give them a mention. I spoke about the Bleaser. He needs to do more of the Bleaser.
He does. A big 14 might get him.
I mentioned the Hoff, didn't I?
Yes.
Who probably in the end was most unlucky not to be in at least the squad of 40.
Yep.
And
the straight back was unlucky.
The straight back.
Yeah, he should have been in there.
And Luke Ball, who rang in to say, why the hell wasn't
I even in the squad of 40? The other one, of course, that I've had is I can't believe I'm not on the ground.
Well, there's heaps of these. Jim, there's 1,000. I'm getting plenty of these as well.
This is from the Texan.
Oh.
The Texan himself
has
read it out. I can't believe I'm not on the ground. Because he's been named on the bench. He's not happy. And he is one of Triple M's finest. And he can't believe he's not.
One of them out, though.
I'm putting this to the chairman of selectors.
Well, right now, Texan, given your injury, this is the truth of the matter. You could perhaps take Stevie J's spot on the ground, but we are more scared of him catching us than at the moment you, because we think we can outrun you because you're having a knee reco. I've had a lot of texts through saying, "What are you blokes? Why are you so in love with the Adelaide boys?"
Yeah, they seem to have Bernard's in there.
Danger.
Mad Mates.
Mad Mate Sloan.
And Porpoise.
The upweight Tacoma
Porpoise with the lower coccyx.
And Porpoise really because of what Bernard's sister and he got up to, which is giving him a lifetime spot, Gary. forever he's in there.
As the chairman, I distance myself from that
Well,
last
I'm just
comment.
telling you, for people who wonder why Porpoise constantly gets in, there's a very good reason, Gary, and he'll get in forever.
He's got a lifelong injury, which doesn't need to be expanded on. I tell you, I've had text messages from Queensland saying they've never seen a prouder man than Daniel Richflavor.
Richflavor?
Really?
No.
And, of course, Big Sauce.
They're up there
Well,
together.
Sauce has sort of been around for a while, but Daniel Richflavor puts it up there with his NAB Rising Star Award.
And the Ross Glendenning of the modern era and Goosey Maguire thought his best days were gone.
Yeah.
So he got thrown a nice lifeline out of respect.
No doubt. We've also got two players that are playing tonight, and possibly Spud thinks playing on each other.
They're playing for the captaincy of this team.
Dennis, he'll probably come up against the bearded Melcho whose mum makes nice coffee.
Yep.
So that is going to be a match-up for the ages.
Who would you make captain, Gaz? Because this is your team.
Dennis.
I think Dennis. Dennis has got a good ring to it.
You think he's... well, it depends how he goes tonight. If he makes a real arse of himself tonight...
That's probably more reason to make him captain if he does.
No, you're going to be able to... Because he's gone with a real bright pair of boots lately too, which we like.
Is that his moustache trimmed as well?
Yeah, he's trimmed it up and got some nice tat work happening.
Well, Ruff's already announced that he's unhappy about being taken out of captaincy discussions.
He's in contention. Yeah. What Ruff's got to do is control the two blokes either side of him.
We can't.
Tip rat and push up.
Yep.
Imagine Ruff trying to sort them out.
You're right. He can't be captain. He's got his hands full there.
Right. And, he has. He's got to look after that.
That's spot on.
Yep.
That's right. And we've also got the rug wearer and hair hat Hale on the same side, which is unbelievable. And Shake and Blake, I'm told, is down in Brighton at the moment in tears.
Top of his CV now. Shake and Blake.
No, of course it is.
He's broken down and emotional.
As important as his one Brownlow vote from us, you guess.
It's more important than his 200 games.
Listen to Daryl Baldock here talking about his Brownlow vote.
Spud's gone there. It's taken us 2.5 hours.
Sorry,
for Spud to eventually point out that Purple didn't play football.
Pick up the Shake and Blake.
Come on. Now we've got about 5 minutes left in us.
Oh, hang on, Head Ebert. He's the other one that's been...
Human Head is the
thought
runner.
His days of being of making a team's... He didn't actually make the team. He's the runner.
Yeah.
The trouble is with Head. The only issue with Head is if it's a pre-season game and it gets pretty hot, how are they going to get a cap to fit his head?
No, they haven't. They can't. An extraordinary sized loaf on the head because of a small man. Big Pill Ottens, who was unlucky to not slide in.
The fact he doesn't play.
Well,
no,
played
Head.
3 years.
Head played this year. Head!
I mean, Pill, with his head was enormous, but his body's enormous, so it sort of works, whereas Head was only a small man.
The reason he retired...
monstrous head.
The reason he retired is he started to topple over as he ran.
I remember Pill, early days, you put the Richmond hats on. It was like a little teacup sitting on his head. The Pill.
Yeah.
Seriously, it was ginormous.
I want to thank the Twitter. It's my only day on Twitter. I love it. There's fights breaking out on Twitter at the moment, arguments. I don't know, just all sorts of stuff. I don't understand it. Rosie does, and the support's been great for the show. Love you, Jim. They love your call. They'd like to see a Phantom call of the team.
No, I couldn't. It wouldn't be possible.
You wouldn't last, would you?
No. There's too many superstars in there.
Stiffy Johncock says, what am I, chop liver?
Stiff. Very stiff.
He was.
Stiff.
He's as stiff as Robbie
Nass. Really, what happened was because of the ridiculous amount of Adelaide players in there, we just couldn't find room for Stiff. Well, I need to say this, as we move on from the Triple M team of the year, but have a look at that online, triplem.com.au. I don't know about you boys, but I suspect you're all the same. This time of year, people come out of the woodwork, and basically they're all after one thing, and that's grand final tickets. So let me just group all out here now. No tickets.
Tickets?
No. Not here. Robbo? No tickets. So don't come anywhere near me if you're wanting them, Spud. I don't have any.
No, I like it.
And I don't think you have any, or Gaz, or Purple.
Don't have an ask.